What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another charity shop haul to have a look at.
Charity, charity, charity. It's a charity.
Not a lot this week for the charity shops, but I did find a pretty decent stack of stuff from my local cancer research. They've got a 2 for £1 on DVDs and Blu-rays and even box sets. They're trying to get rid of all their stuff in my local. So I found some few things that I'm quite happy about picking up. And yeah, we're going to talk about those. So let's get into the first one. And that is a film called Frailty. Didn't see this when I bought it. I've heard really good things about it. Very underrated stuff. Apparently this film is quite underrated. It's a kind of a serial killer movie, kind of like Seven and films like that. I watched it the other night and I thought it was fan-fucking-tastic. This film was engaging from start to finish. It has a really kind of like, is it real, is it not real kind of connotation to the story. I don't really want to get into narrative details because I think this is a film you should really go into blind. It is a great kind of suspense, kind of narrative-focused thriller. And I think you would get a really good time from this if you went in it blind. Bill Paxton is fantastic in this movie. He is almost to the point of being actually a terrifying character, and Matthew McConaughey just plays a great character that narrates this story to this police officer. That's all I'm going to say with regards to the story, is that it's about a serial killer. Matthew McConaughey's character goes to the police basically saying, I know who this serial killer is. And it's just a great story, a great narrative. I was engaged from start to finish. Yeah, really good film. I highly recommend everyone check it out. It gets an easy, if I were to put a number on it, it would get an easy 9 out of 10 for me. I think it's up there with Seven when it concerns those really dark, you know, serial killer, detective kind of stories that unfold. I think it's fantastic. That's Frailty. Next up is a series I've heard a lot of good things about, but I've never seen. And I thought for £2 I'm going to pick this up, and that is Psychoville. I've heard this is a very decent kind of horror slash kind of dark comedy, which sounds really cool. A few of my friends have said that it's actually really, really good. So I thought, why not pick it up when it's only like 50p? So that is Psychoville. Next up, you probably saw their logo in the thumbnail. I found a couple of really good music DVDs by probably the biggest metal band on the planet at this point, Metallica. We've got Cunning Stunts here. Yeah, just a bunch of live footage, live stuff there. I'm not the biggest Metallica fan, but they're a band that I can just go back to over and over again and just have a really, really good time listening to their music. I think they've got some amazing songs from the 80s. Their earlier stuff is king, but I still think some of their later stuff is good. I love the Black Album, and I think Saint Anger, their 2003 album that everyone hates, I think is fairly underrated for what it is. I think it's still a decent album. But yeah, this is this comes from 2005, and yeah, it's got some bangers on this. Creeping Death is one of my favourites of all time. Sad But True is amazing. For Who the Bell Tolls is awesome. Yeah, some great songs on the set list of this DVD. But yeah, really happy to pick up that. That's Metallica, Cunning Stunts. I picked up another Metallica DVD, which I was also really happy about because it came sealed. Of course, it's not sealed anymore because I've opened it. It is one of the best live DVDs of all time, in my opinion. It's up there with some of the best, and that is Symphony and Metallica. This is when Metallica played a massive 2-night show with an orchestra behind them, and it is absolutely fucking brilliant. I really recommend this if you're into your metal but you want that kind of hard, kind of classical edge to it. So this is a great collaboration between Metallica and the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra. Highly recommend it if you're into your heavy metal, especially if you're into Metallica. You've probably seen this. They've recently put out Symphony and Metallica 2, which I've not watched yet, but this is the first one. This came out in 2000, and yeah, it's one of the big highlights of their career, and I think it's fantastic. Really happy to get this, especially the 2 of these Metallica DVDs, for £1. Can't really go wrong when you find something like this. So yeah, really happy to get those. Next up is a snapper case DVD of a horror film that I don't think gets enough love. I think it's a really decent horror movie from the early 2000s. I think it's the late 90s actually. No, exactly the year 2000. This is a quite nice snapper case. It's a film, Final Destination. I do like the cool kind of shine, the rainbow shine on this is really cool. This is a Region 1 American import, but I found it in my local cancer research, and it's something that I really do think is a really nice snapper case release. I've stopped kind of collecting snapper cases. When I found out there's like 4,000 titles, you know, when that's when to stop. But yeah, I only pick up movies that look nice in this snapper case format. But yeah, Final Destination, a early 2000s horror film that I don't think gets enough love, and yeah, it's still probably the best in the franchise in my opinion. Next up is a Quentin Tarantino movie that everyone should know. That is Pulp Fiction. The reason I picked this up on DVD because I've got a DVD already of this, but it only plays in 4:3 aspect ratio, and that kind of bugs me sometimes. I know some films that's their original format, that's how they were presented, but this does have a true widescreen presentation, and this is the DVD that actually provides that. This is also a Region 1 US release, again found in my local charity shop. It's a really nice release actually, folds out nicely, got 2 discs, you've got a booklet there as well, and you've also got Uma Thurman on the front there, the classic poster art for Pulp Fiction. One of Tarantino's quintessential movies in my opinion. It's not his best. I still think Reservoir Dogs is absolutely brilliant, and I also have a really big soft spot for Kill Bill. I love Kill Bill. Pulp Fiction's in there though. It's in there for probably some of his best movies. I've not seen them all, so I can't comment on all of them, but yeah, Pulp Fiction is an absolute 90s classic, and you know, if you've not seen it, I really recommend that you check it out. Next up is an Anchor Bay title. Yes, I found another Anchor Bay in my charity shop. That is a film called Bubba. That's a film called Bubba Hotep. Yes, it's a Bruce Campbell and Ossie Davis movie. They play Elvis Presley and JFK respectively. Not seen this film, but I know it's meant to be absolutely batshit insane. Now, this is the kicker. I already had this movie on Anchor Bay, but I've got just a version that does not have the slip box. So when I saw this in minty fresh condition with the beautiful slip box, 2 for £1. I'm not going to leave it there, right? I'm just not. So that is a nice upgrade versus my version. But yeah, that is Bubba Hotep on Anchor Bay. Yeah. The final charity shop pickup is a box set of a TV show that I've never seen before. I've heard of it, never seen it. And this was also, like I said, everything was 2 for £1 in this charity shop. DVDs, Blu-rays, box sets, everything they had was 2 for £1. They were just trying to get rid of everything. So when I saw this box set and it was 2 for £1, this is brand new, sealed. Again, like this is a show that I've seen before. I've seen about. I know the name, never watched it. Now I've got the chance to check it out, and it's brand new, sealed, and it was only 50p. And that is a film called Shogun. So that is a TV series called Shogun. I know nothing about this TV show. I just know that it's apparently a really good drama series set in feudal Japan. And when the people say feudal Japan, I think samurai. So this might be a really cool kind of like samurai drama show that I might actually really enjoy. But yeah, for the fact that it's brand new, sealed, that's just easy pick up, right? Easy pick up. Let me know if you've seen this, because I don't really know much about it, but I know it's from 1980, so it's quite an old show, but it might be a really good hidden gem that I've not seen. So let me know if you've seen Shogun. Let me know what you think about it. What do you think about these pickups, guys? Would you pick any of these up if you saw them for 2 for £1? And let me know which is your favourite pickup out of that stack that I picked up this week. As always, guys, thank you ever so much for your support of this channel. I've just crossed 700 subscribers, so once again, to everyone that supports my channel, thank you so much. I've really appreciated the support. You guys are fucking awesome. As always, guys, I have been Jason, and as always, guys, if you like what you see on this channel, you want to see more, there's probably going to be another video popping up right about here. So maybe you could like click on that and have a browse, but don't browse too much because it might become, you know, next week by the time you've finished watching all my videos. But I do appreciate all the support, guys. So please give that video a click and have another look at a video of mine. Do appreciate it. As always, guys, I will see you next time.